So you have a Caravan between the 2008 model and the redesigned, well, maybe 2020 model with a sliding door that used to have power locks. All right, let's not forget the Town and Country. They got the same part in there too. We should get that fixed. Let's get this taken care of. Let's take a look at the OEM Mopar part. Yeah, I can find that on Amazon. Here it is. I can do this. All right, read the reviews, watch a few videos, and oh man, doesn't look that easy. If I pull this thing apart, I might not get it to shut the door. That doesn't look like a fun job. 8 hours, tough job. That's a lot to reassemble. Well, luckily, the part doesn't completely fail. There's 4 pins on there. 2 of them are the actuator motor, and 2 can give the CAN bus on the car the status of the lock. That's why the door doesn't attempt to open when it's locked, and you get the message that shows up on the dashboard. So I've figured out a faster and easier way. Put together a kit of the parts on eBay. The kit has detailed wiring instructions that haven't been scrubbed by the CIA. And if you just want to buy the instructions because you can do the rest of this yourself and get them from the link in the description, it'll save you somewhere between 2 and 7 hours of work, depending on how many minivan doors you've assembled. So let's review the tools we need and get rolling on the video. So if you have a Dodge Caravan or a Town and Country, 2008 and later, and it just doesn't want to open the door, and it even knows what's wrong with the door, unlock the door to operate. So if you reach in and unlock the door, now you can push the button and it works. There's a faster way than pulling the whole door apart to get this thing working. Get my phone to my assistant here. Get rolling. Here's all the tools we need. Really, a couple of pliers, screwdriver, a pry bar, a wire cutter, and the actuator, which you can buy from Amazon or buy as part of a kit. A T15 torque screw, which I got as part of Harbor Freight for this little kit for $3. And our dog is stuck in a bush. All right, dog is released. All right, so we have a T15 torque screw and a screwdriver, and then a flat blade. So we're gonna take a little flat blade screwdriver. We're gonna pry this thing open. Just get underneath there, get it loose, and that'll come out. That'll get you inside the door. Same thing with over here. This pries up. And clearly, this wasn't on very tight for the dry run, so that's open. So then you got a torque screw right in here, and I'm not going to use the little crank. I'm going to go faster with a drill. Pull that out, lose your screw, and then that's it for undoing screws. Pry this open, kind of just grab the edge over here and pull this back, and then we've marked all of where the clips are inside here. So the first one to get at is kind of in here. It's not real easy to see, but it's right about there. And you can kind of twist, if you get your pry bar in the right spot, twist that and pop it off. There's one back here, which looks like I didn't connect that one real tight again. And then the next guy is down here. Really, you're just kind of going in there, protecting the glass. Twist it, pop it out, and after that, you're really kind of opening the door. Open the door, and then push the handle again to make it stop moving, and work your way around, pulling the clips out. And the idea for these arrows was to make it so that you could see which way the clips were oriented. There you go. The reason reason I know it's that way is there's one over here. It's the opposite door. We already have it apart. Now I've skipped a couple of the steps that are going to be in the instructions on what wires to pull out of here and cut, and that's what the knife is for. So you're going to take the knife, cut very carefully into the black electrical tape, unravel it back, find the 2 wires we need, cut those, tap them in, and hook up the actuator that you either bought yourself or as part of the kit. Alright, so I want to validate that the wiring hooked up is right and that unlock and lock move this actuator. So pushing unlock should extend it like it is pushing this thing out. We should do that way to the unlock position. Hit lock, we'll pull it in, and now we're going to mount it to here. One thing I kind of failed to do was unclip this from the power window buttons. So that clip is on the top. You squeeze it and pull it down before you remove it. Clearly I didn't hook that thing back up when I put this thing back together a little bit ago. Alright, so now to mounting this thing, we're going to take drill with anywhere from a 7/32 to a 1/4 inch drill bit, and we're going to mount this thing right here. So it is going to hold tight right there. So there's a little clip that sticks out here and here, and this jobby is going to go right in front of that. We're going to drill a hole right on top of that. And we're going to drill a hole in the back here, and then into this little rubber piece, kind of straight below it. So here's our hole, here's our rubber piece. Alright, so we got our holes drilled. I'm going to pull this rubber piece out and thread 2 zip ties through here. Alright, so make sure our zip ties are in the up position so it can grab. You don't have to twist this all the way around. I'm going to punch these through our holes. Tight, and then our clip here is going to go right onto here. So I'm going to peel this back. And it comes with a little clip with 3 screws on it. So I'm not going to set these tight right now. The piece comes, if you bought it straight from Amazon, comes with a long clip, and these clips can actually just be broken off by grabbing it with 2 sets of pliers at the length that you want to bend it and break it at. So this thing has a really high tensile strength, and it can't be bent very many times. So if you bend it back and forth a few times, it'll just break on. So that's how I made the length on here without needing a hacksaw or anything. This guy's going in here, and then he fits inside that hole. And you want to extend this out, so push this through and have it unlock. So that's unlocked, that's in the unlock position. This is pushed all the way that way. I'm going to tighten this guy down. Tighten the top guys down. They're in position. And then we can test this guy out. Lock and lock. There we go. We have a door that is locking and unlocking. Because we're still moving the mechanism, it knows what position the door is in. So we can lock our door. Back up. And we can hit unlock. I'm sorry, we have to do it from the key. And it does its sequence, unlocks the door and opens it. So now, put everything back together in reverse order. You just put those pins back in, screw your torque screw back in, and you have a working door and a working door lock. Take these, put them through the right spot, and we have a working door lock without ripping the entire car apart. Alright, so here's the final product. We pulled that little covering back that way. This is in a locked position right now. Routed the wire down through here into this nice little lever clip, lever connector, and if you hit unlock, it should push, and it shouldn't run into this stop, or I guess it's a part of the door frame for the panel. And if you hit lock, it should pull in and lock the door. When it's locked, it shouldn't work. And if you hit unlock, it should go through the sequence of lock, open door. Close the door again. Hit lock. There we go. After that, it is putting this panel back together. And if you need to see the other side, this would be the passenger side with a slightly modified clip here and the same setup. So we got wiring, loop it through, up, the zip ties are in, these are cut off. On this side, same thing. Unlock, pushes, lock, retracts, pulls that forward, and the door sequence still runs. And then hit lock, and it should pull and retract and not open.